What's good, people? The screen is coming, I promise. It's loading up. But, yeah. So, check it out, guys. I really need you guys to go ahead and hit that like button for me. I really appreciate it. It helps other people find out about the channel, find out about the videos, the project, so on and so forth, right? Also, remember, it is going to be a roster that doesn't have, there's going to be a roster that doesn't have duplicates. There's going to be one that does. There's also going to be a roster that has all of the created legends dumped into the free agency pool. So keep that in mind. Also, Xbox One guys, Mr. 502 is in the process of creating that roster. So he's basically, copying what I'm doing here and doing it on Xbox One. I do not know for sure if he's going to have the non-duplicate rosters and the roster with everybody in the free agency pool, but I do know that he is doing the base roster that that I'm showing with the all-time teams. A lot of people wanted to see a little bit more. They wanted to be able to have a little bit more freedom with the roster, so that's why I decided to do a few different versions. Alrighty, so without further ado, let's jump into that first legend. Walt Bellamy, they called him Bells. He was the #1 overall pick by the Chicago Packers in 1961. Now, if you know your NBA history, then you know that the Chicago Packers became the Chicago Zephyrs, then the Baltimore Bullets, and then the Capitol Bullets, and then the Washington Bullets, and then I believe the Washington Wizards. If I'm right on my lineage type of thing there. But basically, he would be a part of the Washington Wizard organization, or the Washington Wizards all-time team. Bellamy was, a lot of people don't mention him, nobody hardly mentions him when you talk about like the greatest centers of all time. And I'm not sure if I would say he's one of the greatest centers of all time, but you have to consider him somewhere there. His numbers were, just eye-popping, to be honest. And he is a Hall of Famer, but you just don't seem to hear people really giving him his due. And maybe because, when you're a big man and you go #1 overall, the expectations are it's almost like you can't reach him. It's just almost like impossible to reach him. And the thing of it is Bellamy never won an NBA championship. So obviously, that's something that you're always going to be judged by. He made only 4 All-Star games. I guess that if you want to say only there, he did win the Rookie of the year he came out, and that is the season that I used. He averaged 31.6 points a game, 19 rebounds. He shot 52% from the field, which led the league that year. And they didn't keep block shots, of course, but he averaged 2.7 assists per game, shot 64% from the free throw line. So Walt Bellamy was a beast, clearly. Like I said, he's a Hall of Famer. And, if this is your first time ever hearing of Walt Bellamy, hey, there it is. We use the video game to do some basketball education. Check him out. The Big E, Elvin Hayes, one of the early dominant big men, started his career off with the Rockets organization. They were the San Diego Rockets when he broke in 1968. He was one of the greatest college basketball players of all time. And that is not that is not an overstatement by any stretch of the imagination. And he's an NBA Hall of Famer. It was tough picking the year to use because his shooting percentages were never really that high, at least not until he got into his 30s, and then most of his other numbers had dropped by that time. I decided to use the 73-74 season, which was the last year the Washington Bullets were called the Capitol Bullets. And it, like I said, it was 73-74. He was 28 years old. He played 44 and a half minutes a game that year, which led all players. He only shot 42% from the field, took 20 shots a game, shot 72% from the free throw line. Now, he also led the league in rebounding with 18.1 rebounds a game, 4.4 of those on the offensive glass. He blocked 3 shots a game, dished out 2 assists as well, and he averaged 21.4 points a game. So it was a heck of a year, to say the least, for him with the Bullets in 73-74. Just great hands. If you watch, like YouTube, if you can find, there definitely is some out there, I can tell you that for a fact. Some actual video footage of Elvin Hayes playing, like not just highlights, just look at him playing. The athleticism that he had, his hands were great. I mean, if the ball came in the low post, all he had to seemingly get was a fingertip on the ball to control it and be able to then make his move quickly, spin moves in the post, up and unders, jump shots from the elbow. He was a very skilled scorer and one of the better rebounders in pretty much in NBA history. He was a glass cleaner and a great interior defender. So absolutely deserves to be regarded as one of the better big men in the history of the game. Only 6'9" as well. So consider that. Take a look. One of the better point guards in the late 90s, early 2000s era was Stephon Marbury. Played for a few teams, but if you really dig, I think, deep into the statistics, his best years were with the New Jersey Nets before they went to Brooklyn. He came over in the trade for Jason Kidd. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, actually, well, he ended up going to Phoenix in a trade for Jason Kidd. So it was the other way around. He left New Jersey and Jason Kidd came. And of course, then, the Nets went on to go to NBA Finals without Stephon Marbury. But Marbury was a really good player. 2000-2001 season, he was 23 years old. Shot 44% from the field, only just under 33% from three-point range, 79% from the line, 3.1 rebounds, 7.6 assists, 1.2 steals, 2.9 turnovers. He averaged 24 points a game that year. He had ridiculous handle, still does actually if you look at him play in the Chinese league where he's winning championships left and right. And he had crazy quickness and really good size for the point guard position. You may not realize it, but Steph was 6'2", 180 pounds, and he was strong, very strong, able to go to the basket, take on contact, and whoa, look at that finishing, doing things like that. So check him out. Also known for having a very large head. So I tried to represent that in the render. The big head brothers got to stick together. Here we go.